And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up.
Look at that. That is spectacular.
That's amazing.
I need the energy all the way up.
No, he didn't. Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it. I bet a lot of the greats feel the same. Kevin?
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. And now the Lakers starting group, and they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Bradley is out there with Jordan. And for Brooklyn, front court spots filled by Durant and Griffin. Harris is out there with Harden, and it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most? Here we go.
And that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Now here's Durant. The pass to Harden. Back to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skills. Incredible. James did win an assist title, you know.
James looking around. Back to Westbrook. LeBron outside. The three. The shot. No good. And the Nets with possession.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first.
Now here is Harris. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. Here is Harden. 12 points his last outing. Claxton the pass to Harden. Over Westbrook.
Boy, excellent job that time by Westbrook to challenge without fouling.
Harden, no good. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Griffin against James. LeBron with the block.
Boy, a superb shot blocker. LeBron continues to add to his highlight reel of impressive rejection.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Harris. No good that time. Good D by Westbrook. Los Angeles is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Jordan with a screen on KD. And another 3 for the Lakers.
You can't give LeBron space from deep. I mean, you're asking for him to rain in threes if you do.
From deep, Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's James over Durant. And again, LeBron James. James has got 8.
You know, LeBron's a very efficient shooter from mid-range, in my opinion. I like when he takes advantage of that area of the floor.
Harden way outside. A rebound by the Lakers. Now here's LeBron. Last game with 30 points. Three-pointer. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
When you combine Durant's speed and anticipation with his length, makes it impossible to get around him when he's defending you.
Tie game in Brooklyn. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And he stands 6'9", but without question, LeBron James is the floor general for his team.
I have the freedom to call sets, whatever I feel best suit our team. I'm a smart, cerebral basketball player. My basketball IQ is very high, and I take that very seriously. So I know what best suits our team, and our coaching staff does as well.
And Greg, for all of his athletic gifts, very few players have thought the game as well as LeBron has.
And they listed him at point guard in his 17th season. But it's all semantics at this point. He's always been the best decision maker on any team he's played on.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Harden in at the off guard. Durant is the small forward. Paul Millsap out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch onto. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Got that one up quick. KD's got 9 points. And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame with others. You think of his iconic bank shot. And Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master. So I think some legends have just perfected something that few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that the game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. If you can shoot it from deep and drive it, then you can play in today's NBA.
Here's Horton Tucker following the bucket by the Nets.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Mills looking it over. 20 feet out. Again, the Nets for 2.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. And there's the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 10.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Nunn kicks to Rondo. Howard dishes to Rondo. Hits the three-point bomb. Rondo's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Lakers.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And stolen by Aldridge. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets out in front, up 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
James, big first half for you. What was the most important thing that got you going?
Just trying to be aggressive, trying to get out early and give a little spark to my teammates. And they followed along. So, it's just a matter of us not turning the ball over and getting stops.
So far, so good. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the two guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half.
If you could have drawn up an ideal scenario for this game, this would be it. The big dogs trying to one-up each other, neither giving an inch. Everyone in their building and watching at home must be eating this up. You know I am.
And circling back on this first half of action, James Harden on fire.
All I can say, he's been MFPS, and that stands for Most Frequent Prolific Scorer. If you don't know anything about me, he's been efficient. He's really the man driving the force in their offense. Look, when he's rolling like this, good luck slowing him down.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Taking a look at the Lakers. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Jordan is out there with Bradley. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, I tell you what, the defender did a good job trying to challenge that shot, but Jordan's strength caused him to create the foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw this game.
With one shot.
Jordan no good on the free throw.
You know, Jordan to me is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
Neither side has relented a bit in this back and forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
The Nets with the lead. And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin, and he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids, and certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now Davis. After the missed three from KD. Count that bucket. That's 10 points for LeBron.
How about this combination? Strength of a center and guard skills. LeBron James remains the game's most difficult wing to defend inside. Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Los Angeles. The loudest and craziest fans right now are getting free t-shirts. Come on, who wants a t-shirt?
Second in opponent points per game, fifth in blocks, and they were top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. They did not give up a lot of easy looks on that side.
And the defensive ranking, GA, you brought up, right near the top of the league. They had attitude at that end of the floor. There's 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
We've got 1:28 left in the third. Griffin against Davis. Outside for Griffin. Pass to Claxton. Griffin sets the screen for Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. On the wing, James. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Griffin with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shoots over KD. That one a little long. Harris passes to Harden. It's up a 3. That one no good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Come on, fans. It's the fourth quarter.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So for Brooklyn now, wing pairing, it's Harden and Harris. Aldridge out there with James Johnson. And it's Mills in at the 1. And that one's good by Davis.
Poised under pressure to produce at the right time in the big time. AD.
Now here's Mills. And shot on the way. And right through it goes.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
You know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Harden the pass to Aldridge. Harden, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Horton Tucker's checked in for the Lakers. That free throw good from Anthony.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
And Taylor Horton Tucker is going to pick up the foul.
His first foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. The deep 3 from Harden. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Here's Harris. That shot off. Good work defensively by Anthony. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. Inside. Lakers working the ball around now. Clock at 6. And the shot goes in. Westbrook's got his first 2 points.
and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And your Brooklyn.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last break, I heard Steve Nash talking to his team. He told his guys, that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
He's a perennial MVP candidate every year. James Harden wants to compete for titles at this stage of his journey. That's the mindset he brings to this squad.
Steps back. Harris, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And another basket for the Lakers.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Lakers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And guys, when you're going head-to-head against someone 4 times over the course of a season, it's a great feeling to snatch that first one. Good in-game adjustments tonight against Brooklyn.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Now LeBron, James Harden missing on the 3. Goes up on the wing, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And here's Harris from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
And so the Lakers take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks. Here with Anthony Davis. AD, gritty win. What was the difference?
Grit, grind. Came out in the second half with a lot of energy, a lot of force. Coach got on us about not playing with force. They were catching the ball too easy, wherever they wanted, and they were denying us. So for us, we had to come out in the second half with a lot more energy, a lot more force on the defensive end. We did that, able to come up with the win.
Yeah, you really made it hard for him, AD. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.